and welcome to Pro Talent, and I am Nitin Parmar. My dear students, I am sure you are aware that NMIMS NPAT examination has started. In the month of March, there are certain students have taken, and this is a first cut information from those students to tell you what to prepare for NMIMS. This is a complete review for NPAT 2025. My dear students, NPAT 2025 is a wonderful and important examination because what I understand is someone who is able to get admission into BBA program of NMIMS Mumbai campus has a good potential to get into top colleges in the country like Symbiosis, like IIM, IPM kind of thing. So therefore, you must know how to prepare for this, what are the important areas you need to work on. This examination was, as mentioned, there are no major changes, 100-minute paper, 120 question, it's a computer-based paper. Quantitative and numerical ability, reasoning and general intelligence, proficiency in English language, total you can say 40, that is 120 questions. Difficulty level, they said it is as per set. I will give you complete detail that how was the difficulty level of this examination. So as I mentioned, it is online exam. Okay, it is, you can say 3 sections, 120 question. There are no negative marking. Total marks are 120. Note this, there are no negative marking. Okay, number of choices are 4. In the mock test which NMIMS provided, in certain questions, they have not provided, you can say 4 options. They have provided only 2 options or 3 options, but mostly in the examination, all the questions were of 4 questions. Duration of the examination is 100 minutes, MCQ based, and medium of language was English. Now, coming to very important part, that is the first week of March, the number of students who appeared for it, okay, they have given this feedback, and based on this, I am providing my analysis on this. So what was the overall paper? Was it very easy or was it very tough? Okay, it was moderate paper. It was not at all very tough. It was moderate paper. That is number 1. What is the order they provided? So when you open a paper, they have a predefined order. So initially there are math question, then reasoning, and then English. But one very important part this year they have made a big change is you can jump to any question. That means you want to start with English first, then reasoning, and then math. That is possible. Last year, you have to complete all the 120 questions and then come back. And possibly, you can find out, you can say, I can move in any part of the question. That was a kind of, you can say, situation was there last year. But this year, a big relief for the students. No calculators, please keep in mind. No calculators. Okay, that is very crucial. Now, what kind of, you can say, sectional details? Math, as always, very challenging, not very easy. But when you look at reasoning and English, they were the easy areas. And what kind of questions are they asking? I will tell you that in a few minutes. Okay, what is the time management you can possibly go with? Okay, my suggestion is start with English first. You know that first 40 questions are of quant. Next 40 questions are of reasoning. So you can possibly start with question number 81, that is English. And you can devote 20 minutes. And that is possible? Yes. You may possibly take more time, up to 25 minutes. Okay, that is also possible, or 30 minutes, that is okay. Not more than 30 minutes to be provided to English section. Keep that in mind. And always keep that in mind. Don't go beyond 30 minutes. Okay, that's a hard deadline. Okay, hard deadline is somewhere around 30 minutes. You cannot go beyond 30 minutes because you will need more number of, you can say, minutes in certain other area. Okay, then comes your logical. Then start with logical. Don't start with quant. Okay, give some around 35 minutes maximum. That's a hard deadline. 30 minutes, that's also fine. Okay, and then 30 minutes to quant. After that, whatever is the time available with you, please devote that much time to the section which you think is manageable, which is logical or quant. ठीक है, आपको लगता है कि लॉजिकल may require more time for you and you will be able to get more score, please devote that much time to, you can say, logical after completing 30 minutes of quant. Okay, or if you think I can do better in quant, you can very well do that. That is how it is working. Okay, keep that in mind. You must be good at your time management. Appear for a lot of mocks, understand how time management is working with you. Okay, and then you can move forward. Coming to the section wise, if I talk about quantitative, okay, so that's the first section. It's a, as I mentioned, it is a moderate kind of paper, or moderate to little challenging area. What kind of questions are there? Trigonometry is one of the most important part of NMIMS. Trigonometry, 4 to 5 questions, basic identity based questions. Some of the students said they had questions on angle of elevations and kind of thing. I'm sure you have gone through the videos of trigonometry on this channel. We have provided a very good quality, you can say, trigonometry 2 chapters, and they are basically on the identity based, and they are wonderful, you can say, questions. I'm sure if you are doing it, those 2 videos, you will be in a position to ensure that you have mastered the trigonometry. That is the kind of confidence I can give it to you from those 2 videos. That's a wonderful part. Apart from that, APGP, set theory based questions, they were there. Arithmetic, there were questions on arithmetic, probability, permutation, combination, functions. There was a question on function that was easy. Okay, that was easy. Data interpretation is a part of this quantitative aptitude. There were 2 sets. Per set there were 4 questions. There are total 8 questions. Here these 8 questions are majorly about quantitative comparison. The majority of questions are quantitative comparison and nothing much. Okay, so overall my, you can say, take on this, out of 40 questions, you can attempt 25 plus very easily. If you want to target better colleges, you may possibly look at 30 plus. If you are good at math, 30 plus is what you should target. Okay, if the students who have not taken math, you should not really bother too much about this particular section. Try to attempt questions from arithmetic, try to attempt questions from data interpretation or set theory. They will give you enough understanding and enough, you can say, a kind of leeway with respect to solving that questions, because those questions are not very tough, they are easy, and more importantly, you can score something in quant. Rather than ignoring it entirely quant, you can score something. Okay, that is how the idea is. Now, coming to reasoning. Reasoning, as I mentioned, very easy. Venn diagram based questions, visual reasoning questions are some around 6 to 10. That's a good chunk. Then verbal reasoning, they are also in a good chunk, 8 to 10 questions, like statement assumption, courses of action, those kind of questions are there here. Data sufficiency questions were there, series, coding, analogies, linear and circular arrangement questions are there. I'm sure ProTalent has given you enough material, okay, on all this area. The books which we provided to you, those 17 books, they are the wonderful material for you for NMIMS. You must have gone through all those, and please master those practice questions. And because the kind of questions we provided, they'll give you a lot of benefit. 30 plus is a good attempt out of 40. Then coming to your English. No surprises in English, as always. RC, some of the students said there were 2 passages, some of the students said they had 3 passages. So it is anything between 12 to some around, you can say, 12 to 8 questions or 12 to 16 questions kind of stuff. Grammar based questions, yes, spot the error. Parajumbles, that's a new entrant this year. Vocab, synonym, antonym, yes. At the same time, there's a clause FIB, that is, there's a paragraph, and based on the paragraph, there are a lot of words you have to put in. Some around 8 to 9 questions are there. Okay, they were easy. The people who are good at vocab will master this. Out of 40, I think 35 plus is a good attempt. Okay, 35 plus is a good attempt. So if I give you an overview about it, so overall paper is moderate. The order, as I mentioned, they are providing math, reasoning, English. However, you may possibly, you can say, start with anything. You can skip, you can click on any number of question and you can go for that. Okay, I think in math 25 plus, reasoning 30 plus, and English 35 plus. No negative marking. So this is a genuine attempt. The rest of the other questions you could have marked. Okay. So what is you can say a total overall attempts you will be having? Somewhere around, you can say 90 plus attempt is a good attempt. Okay. 90 plus attempt. People who are getting 100 plus is also very good. Remember, we are talking about 120 questions. 120 questions. The people who are going to get into NMIMS Mumbai or NMIMS Mumbai ka BBA or BSc Finance program, they will have, you can say, edge in this particular paper. So overall, with an accuracy of some around 90 percentage, okay, with an accuracy of 90 percentage, I'm sure you will definitely gain benefit in this particular paper. Okay, so after understanding this analysis of the section wise part, let me move and talk about what could be our expected cutoff. Remember, NMIMS has never released their paper. NMIMS never released their scores. They only tell that this is how you are selected in a particular school or not. Okay, so that means whatever the kind of expected cutoff, what I am providing, that is purely based on our opinion, our understanding of last so many years. So BBA Mumbai campus, the cutoff of BBA Mumbai campus is always top, at the top, the highest. Okay, so that is in the range of 85 to 87. Remember this, BBA Mumbai campus is always at the top. Some of the other YouTube channels, they may tell you that BSc Finance is at the top, but that's really false. Okay, that's really wrong. Okay, BSc Finance Mumbai comes at the second stage. Okay, and the cutoff would be 78 to 80. BCom Honors Mumbai, that's 70 to 75. This year there is a new course in Mumbai called BSc Finance. What could be a BSc Finance? Sorry, not BSc Finance, BBA FinTech. The new program called BBA FinTech. What could be a cutoff for BBA FinTech? I believe BBA FinTech would be in the range of 72 to 75. Okay, so that is how it could be. BBA Branding Advertising 65 to 68. BBMM 50 to 60. Liberal Studies 60 to 65. BBA International 50 to 60. This is for Mumbai campus. Okay, and this for FinTech, it is between 72 to 75. Coming to the Bangalore campus. The cutoff could be in this range. Okay, please go through that. Okay, this is very important because the kind of colleges you are targeting, you must know what kind of, you can say, cutoff they have. Navi Mumbai, this is a kind of cutoff you can target. Similarly, Hyderabad, this is a kind of cutoff you can possibly look at. Okay, Indore, this is a kind of cutoff you may possibly look at. Dhule, you can possibly look at this kind of cutoff. Chandigarh, this is a kind of cutoff you may possibly look at. Okay, so NPAT has, you can say, separate cutoff for each course, okay, and each campus. Keep that in mind. So my dear students, giving you this idea about the cutoff and the paper will definitely help you to prepare well for the upcoming NPAT examination. Please don't miss out to join Pro Talent's NPAT test series. It's a wonderful test series and they'll help you to get good score in this NPAT. Okay, all the best for your preparation from Pro Talent. We'll give you regular updates about NMIMS in a regular interval. Thank you and all the best.